be this might need to be a theme. Oh, it's not really. Well, I guess it's not really bourbon, but it is a whiskey. It kind of fits in the theme of things.
And the thing is, I don't really know where those came from. They showed up. And
it's always interesting. Like when you're looking in a guy's garage refrigerator, you never know what you're gonna see.
What I'm really
like, this is really weird looking.
Yes.
It almost looks somewhat artificial.
Yeah. It's not the normal appearance. It's a variation on a cut glass cake.
So what are we doing today? Looks like we're brighter out here. Yeah.
Well, I decided this is like a prelude to the to review on the bike rack, because I'm just going to use that as a table.
That's probably really good. So this is the stuff, huh? This is like for treating bags and
probably do this.
Oh,
because you do the cleaner, and then you got to wash it and dry it. Or actually, you wash it in that, and then you dry it, and then use the repellent.
So it's called Rivivex? Rivivex is
two-step process, yeah.
So one's the cleaner and the other is the protector.
Yep. And as I understand it, and I could be drawing erroneous conclusions, but I think what happens is the fabric gets, just gets soiled and gets a lot of debris in the fabric. And you got to lift it out with the cleaner, wash it out good, dry it, and then give it some new life with the repellent.
So today we might just be doing the part 1, part 2, because today might be the part 1 is the cleaning it and letting it dry. And then maybe tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon or whatever, we'll do the part 2.
I'm going to tumble dry though. I think I'm going to throw them in there.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
And see if that dries them out.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. All right.
And this is, as we talked about, this is Fabio's chest.
Oh, yes.
And you can see, because of the two-tone nature, that it's been out in the sun.
It has.
It has. They've been well loved, used, and abused. Got everything out.
Yeah.
There's some debris probably in there somewhere. But
now we talked about wear points. There's some wear points on there, a few places, right?
Yeah. So anytime it's getting the UV, it's getting a little roughed up there.
Yeah.
The top.
Yep.
And you see there's a little bit of wear here because of the just the natural fold.
Yep.
When you're using it as the shorter flap. Bottom, because it sits on my rack. Bounce. It doesn't have to, but that's just kind of the way my setup is. You can see there's a whole bunch of wear on this.
Yep.
In that way, but not enough to make me throw in the towel.
No, of course not.
It's, I hope to get a whole lot more use and abuse out of this. And look, there's a little gravel in there, I think. There's some stuff in there.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
And then there's, just so you know, this is the Zeitgeist bag from Swift.
Yeah. You can see the X-Pack material is very similar kind of material. Just a different design, a little different design and build on that bag, a little bit smaller.
It's a no roll top, really. Not
a
true roll top, but
it's got like a cinch top.
Yeah, but it's great. I've got a lot of use out of this one too.
Yep.
Same wear points, not as much. It obviously doesn't get as much use.
Right.
It's Fabio's chest. So
what we got here is this tub, huh?
Yeah,
this is like
tub.
Just a plastic tub that you mix this up with. Now, how does this work? You say it's kind of a Dunkin' kind of scrub kind of a thing?
I think so. Now, some people put it in the washing machine.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
There's no telling where these things were last.
Right.
I don't know if I want that going in there with my socks.
You might not want a lot of gravel pieces thrown in there with your undies, huh?
Right.
Yeah, your unmentionables, as they say.
That's right. Yeah. So.
All right.
And again, I haven't really studied a whole bunch about the ratios.
Okay.
Even though ratios are near and dear to my heart.
Right.
But sorry, you can hear my little dog in there.
That's okay.
He's making some ruckus.
He's a part of the video too.
He's
a dog. Yes.
And
Gus. He's a part of the problem.
Yeah. So
it's a twist little top, so you can seal it back up if you need to.
Yeah, and it's funny because they're tiny, but it says capfuls.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna, this is what capful per garment, but it didn't give me a volume.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna kind of wing it, as you would say.
I love it.
And so I don't even know if I'm going to do this.
I think I'm just
going to hold it.
Yeah.
And I'd like to have some left someday for something else.
Yeah, because there might be another bag coming up soon.
So we're just going to dump it in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that's probably
Yeah, that looks pretty accurate.
That's right. That's how I cook too now.
Yeah. Close enough is what my wife would say.
Yep. And then I'm just going to put this. I'll put this over here in this
Yeah, that's good.
planter. Then the thing is, this is going to be.
You squirt a little water and give it a little agitation.
So I'm going to just.
Well, those are two pretty decently sized parcels to run through.
Yeah.
So the plan here is you're going to use this rag to just kind of like scrub them. You're going to do a little
bit.
dunk and scrub. Is that what we're talking about here? Is a dunk and scrub?
Kind of it's like it's a sudsy baptism.
I love it. Yeah, it's perfect. Sudsy baptism.
You can sprinkle, or you can submerge, or you can suds and dunk.
Right.
That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, and this is the suds and dunk.
Yeah.
1 hour later.
All right.
So you got about a half a tub there.
Yeah.
Probably enough to do some dunk and scrub. It's nice and cold, so.
All right. Well, let's do the small one first.
Okay.
Do the small one. All right. Just gonna.
So you think the objective here is just to clean it as best you can, scrub it off.
And get some of the junk out of there. And the outside's not as important, but I still want to make sure I'm getting the whole thing clean so that I can get good waterproof activity.
Now, have you ever cleaned these?
I've swatted them at the end of a ride and got the dust off.
So no.
I guess I probably have squirted them with the hose when they were particularly fouled up.
Loosely washed, but
Yeah.
not a proper washing then.
It's more like a debulking.
Debulking.
Yeah. If you come back and you've got mud strewn about.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you just wait for it to rain, it takes care of a large part of it.
Well, that is true. Nature's car wash.
Yep. So I decided I'm leaving this little red flag on there I put on there. Don't remember the nature, the origin of that, but
Yeah.
I think it's part of the. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just set it aside, and then later I'll just rinse them in the yard, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So does that stuff just feel kind of soapy?
Yeah. It's just. Yeah.
It's basically some kind of a cleaner, but
It's colder than bath water.
it is right now. Once again, Missouri weather. It was 90 yesterday. In fact, I saw there was a record broken in St. Louis
Oh yeah.
yesterday. It was like 90 or 91. And the highest recorded temperature since 1908 or something for this early in the year
Man, that's crazy.
or something. So anyway, another record broken yesterday. And then last night it was 35 degrees.
Yeah.
So it went from 90 to 35 last night in pure Missouri fashion.
And usually when that happens, there are big storms coming by.
I know, and we didn't have anything really. There was a front that kind of moved through, a little bit of cloud last night, but not like anything.
Windy.
Yeah, there was a wind. Yeah, for sure.
So I'm gonna go through the edges here too, because these daisy chains make it a little bit of a.
So this bag has all these different attachment points along the edge, which is nice because you can put like carabiners or all kinds of clips and hooks and tie things to it and do all kinds of stuff. It's
Christmas ornaments, whatever you want.
right. Christmas ornaments, anything that works.
Yeah.
And it has been like you can see the wear places and spots on it.
It's
And
been roughed up.
yeah, but man, what a great bag those are.
Yeah, I've gotten so much use out of this. You never know, because when we first started doing this kind of bike packing stuff, you're like, this gear's expensive.
It is expensive, yeah.
This is a lot of enchilada to buy this stuff, but I cannot complain. Some of it has really
Yeah.
just lasted, and this would be one of those. Yeah.
There's that fancy rose patch on the front there too. So
There it is.
That's the true test of a Ronnie romance bag if it's got a got a patch on it like that with a rose. That's a perfect view though to see exactly how much stuff you can drop in there because you're down to you're deeper than your elbow up in there.
That's right, man. It's like I'm working for the large animal veterinarian.
Exactly. You're reaching in deep.
I'm largely satisfied with that.
Yeah.
Now I just gotta.
Good. Well, there's some dirt in that water.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a little bit cloudy and
It's not too bad.
it's not as bad as I thought, though.
Yeah, I was expecting worse. Like I washed a black lab in there, got them all,
Yeah.
not as bad as I thought, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely not clear.
But yeah, there's some dirt in there.
Oh,
For sure.
I feel better about it now.
Yeah.
No, I see that.
You got your money's worth out
Suitable.
out of that bath.
Suitable filth in there.
Right.
This is.
So now it's just a good rinse.
Yeah, which I don't know that I really got the setup to do a good rinse on this thing.
Now we didn't talk about what the cost of this kit is. Do you know what the cost of this cleaning stuff?
I might have to verify, but I believe I bought it on Amazon as a kit together, and it was somewhere in the neighborhood of $35, I think.
All right. Well, I'll look it up and on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description in case somebody wants to buy some and try it.
Yeah. Maybe they want to wait till the first thunderstorm of camping. I don't know.
Wait to get your report.
Yeah.
Say this worked.
Maybe what I just did is wash every last bit of waterproofing out of it.
Could be. Yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty good actually.
Okay.
It looks cleaner, I think, for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just because it's wet, but who knows?
Yeah. There is a spot here too. I had some tape there. I can't remember what I was doing.
Yeah.
Put something on there. It was rubbing on something.
On the back of the seat, I think.
Yeah.
That's where
Protecting it. Maybe.
while he's rinsing that out, I'll show you guys how we attach these things. But like you can see, we put these like plastic PVC pipes on here and you can wrap it around here. But then it kind of will rub on the back of the seat here sometimes. It's sitting on the rack, so it'll rub on there. So sometimes we put a piece of tape on there to help kind of protect it.
All right. I think I'm fairly happy with that.
Man, if a baby calf pops out of that.
That happens. We're going to the state fair this year.
Exactly.
We're naming it and we're taking it to the competition.
All right. Well, there it is. They've been washed. Part 2 of this, which we're just going to add on to this video, but it's going to have to be after this is all dried.
Yeah.
Is the actual water repellent stuff.
Yep.
So we'll come back and do that later. Something going on here. What's this all about?
Well, going camping with some clown buddies I grew up with.
Hooligans.
Hooligans for sure. And it's gonna be cold, but I've been wanting to try the hammock setup.
Yeah.
So we'll see. So I'm testing it out to see at least I can put it up.
It's this weekend, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the temperature's supposed to be like,
Low of 30, maybe.
yeah.
Down the river might be 28.
Yeah. So this is right on the Missouri River.
Yeah.
So,
Questionable judgment.
yeah.
But there's going to be a tent there with some heat. I can
so,
sneak in.
so you got a backup plan.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
This is cool though. Got it all set up between the trees.
Yeah.
So you got the underquilt, the bug screen.
Get
All
two
that stuff.
underquilts. I stacked them.
They're planning ahead, I see.
Yeah. And if that's not enough here during the day, it won't be enough at night. So
That's true.
we'll see. Well, at least I can put it up.
Yeah. Today is supposed to be up to 60, but it's a little bit breezy, as everybody can tell with the flags and everything blowing around. And it's still a little cool. It's like the upper 40s right now. So look at these.
Yeah. Got them
All cleaned up, dried out.
dry. Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. What we got going down here?
We're guessing at the amount I put in there. I poured some
Yeah.
in there. This is
So
it.
this is the protectant stuff.
Yeah,
It's supposed to put the repellent back in it, huh?
kind of milky color. It doesn't really
Yeah.
say
You
what's
guys
in
can
there.
see that, but it does kind of look milky.
It said made in Germany, so I reckon it'll work.
You measured it intensely closely, right? Make
Yeah.
sure it was exactly perfect to
Exactly.
the recommended daily allowance of.
Yeah, it's like the way a Missouri bartender does it.
I don't know. Looks like a heavy pour to me.
Could be. Could be. Could be. I'll dilute it a little more.
Right.
Stick my knuckles in there and get all cold again.
So is this the dunk method again?
Yeah.
That's recommended?
Well, there's a couple. You could actually run it through the washer, they say, with this too.
Okay.
And then you can spray it. They have sprays, I guess.
Yeah.
But I thought, I'm just going to...
Well, maximum absorption, you're going to...
outside.
Yeah, get it in there with that. And then do you just let it dry by air, or are you going to put it in the dryer, or?
I'm going to let it dry by air, and then I'm probably going to run it through the dryer because I read also online, looking into it, that it's kind of activated by heat. So
Gotcha.
I'll get it dry, and then I'll chuck them in the dryer.
I think this might have been some similar stuff that I used that time I was talking about off of on a jacket.
Yeah.
It was like in a spray bottle, but it was kind of the same way. You sprayed it on there, and then you kind of like threw it in the dryer to activate it or whatever. So
maybe it's similar stuff. I don't know. I think these guys make a different application method too.
Yeah, probably do.
All right.
So it's a dunk method.
Ooh, it's
a
cold,
baptism.
It's cold. Now I would make sure it gets all in there. That is cold though.
This is probably the easier part though.
I'm going to regret that.
Yeah, your hands are going to be frozen.
Yep. It's probably good enough, what do you say?
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah. This is, I don't know that they advertise this as a use for this kind of
For the bike rack.
rack, but there we go.
It's a drying rack now.
It's good for that.
It's an expensive drying rack, but hey.
It is, and it's a heavy drying rack.
Heavy drying.
Those little wooden dowels.
Yes.
Okay.
This Fabio's going down.
Yeah. This probably could work as a life preserver in a real pinch.
Yeah.
When I was in Scouts, we had to jump in the lake with flannel shirt and denim and jeans on, and had to make flotation devices out.
This is very similar.
Yeah.
It is buoyant. Which brings up a great point. I was watching a video yesterday while we're watching this happen here with the waterproofing, that he's a guy who lives in North Wales, and he said, why do they call it a buoy if they use the word buoyant? Why wouldn't it be a buoy?
Oh, I don't know.
But Americans all say buoy for the floating thing in the water and lakes and things like that. They call them buoys.
That's only one of the words we butchered.
Right, but the word is buoyant.
Yeah.
So his argument was it should be buoy, a buoy.
A buoy.
A buoy.
Yeah. Well,
there you go.
Let's see here. Get this out.
I bet this is a much more effective method than the spraying on, because you're just going to get total coverage.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. I'm optimistic about it.
All right.
It's going to be hard to tell because it wasn't in terrible shape before. It's not like I had real failures.
Yeah, right.
I need to...
Yeah, you need to dry off a little bit there. It'll be a waterproof towel. It won't be useful anymore after this as a drying device.
Right. Once a towel makes it to the garage, it's toast anyway.
It's past its stage of being the...
Yep. Well.
Oh, that's cool.
We'll dry them.
Yeah.
Heat activate it, and let's see what's next.
So let her drip dry just a little bit, and then throw it in the dryer.
Yeah. Yep.
Put some heat on it to kind of activate it. That's cool.
Okay.
I like it. Well, they're nice and wet again.
Yep. All right.
All right. Good deal. Well, we hope that you don't have to use its waterproofness this weekend, but if it does, we'll look forward to a report on how effective it was.
Well, and if that rig ends up in a heap on the ground, I'll take a couple photos.
Right. Yes. That'll be good too. Yeah. Or if you just freeze it and you wind up sleeping in Earl's big tent, that'll be...
I'll record it as I crawl into bed with those.
Yes, get a cell phone shot or something.
All right.
Give us the details. All right. We'll see how it comes out.
All right.